how's it going? Today's video, we're just gonna get right into it. These are pet peeves of a graphic designer. Now, this whole video is not going to be shady. I am going to take each one and try to give a piece of advice as to what it is that the client or service provider, therefore the graphic designer, can change to better the situation or how to handle the situation. But we're going to get into this, and the whole purpose is to be very informative. Once again, not trying to be completely shady, but just a little shady because somebody has to say it. What's up, y'all? Today we are going to be talking about designer pet peeves. Every service provider has one, but today we're going to talk about designers because I'm a graphic designer, my peers are graphic designers, and we call on each other just to vent or ask for advice, yada yada yada, all the time. And I thought it would be a good idea to shed light on the things that grinds our gears, our icks, so to speak. But I want to give at least a piece of constructive advice to avoid these things, to shed, light, not to be completely shady. So we're gonna get into the first one. So the first one is when clients don't have a vision for their own brand, but they critique your suggestions. Now, I understand how frustrating this could be because it happens to me as well. But I don't think you as a designer should even start on their project until they can give you all their details. Because if they don't give you all the details or clear instructions or a clear representation of what it is that they want their graphic to be, and then you spend that time to create a graphic just for them to come back and not like nothing they like, even though they don't know what they want, it's a waste of your time. And at that point, you're losing money. You're not even making money. So that's number one. You need to make sure that the client gives you whatever information that you require of them before you even begin. I think that'll dead that one. The second one is indecisive people. This kind of plays into the last one that I just spoke about. Indecisive people, it can mean a bunch of things, right? So say you have like a bugaboo in your DMs asking about different services at various points of throughout the year and just always asking the initial questions but never really acting on it. I consider that to be indecisive, but I also consider you providing a graphic, they're changing revisions, and then you provide a new graphic and they rechange the same revisions, trying to flip it back to what it was or to do something completely new. And at that point, it does become a little frustrating on the graphic designer because now we're being misled, and it immediately comes off like, hey, this person doesn't know what they want, therefore I don't know what it is that they want. And sometimes indecisiveness also goes into, instead of just simple revision changes, people change the whole layout. It's like, oh, this isn't the direction that I want to go to anymore. Yes, it's frustrating, but it'll be better if you pay me for a whole new graphic because it's a whole new graphic at that point. My opinion, my policy, but hey. When clients send the information but no payment, sometimes you can't control when someone sends information, right? I feel as though it's kind of not a big deal because you don't have to acknowledge it until payment is made. So it might be frustrating that people send information without payment. Now, it'll be different if they send the information now and wait to pay you when they have the money versus if they send information now and expect for you to make the design and then pay you after the fact. Those are two completely different things. Option number two, not gonna work. Option number one is not harmless. It's harmless that they sent you that information. I get it's kind of confusing as to why did you send this, but you actually haven't booked with me. Just remind them that whenever they actually do book and submit payment, the payment solidifies their booking, that they will have to resend that information. When potential clients DM you asking questions that can be answered 1 inch above the message or follow button. All the time, I get asked, do I do YouTube intros? Do I do flyers? Do I do logos? I swear to you, it is in my bio. And it comes from people who are like, who just followed me, right? So you had to have seen that. You had to scope me out. Like, y'all just follow people just to follow people. And not to be rude, but we have websites for a reason, right? We have websites for a reason. Y'all pay us to make websites for y'all, and you pay a good bit of money. So when you feel some type of way, somebody kept messaging you, asking, what are your prices for this? Oh, are you open on this day? Can I book you on this day? And you would want them to look at the website that you pay good money for. We sat there and took time to design our websites as well. And we have all the information on there. Try our best to be thorough. If it ever comes up, hey, we hop on there and we update it. But the bottom line is those questions in our DMs is getting a little ridiculous. So another pet peeve that was submitted was sending information in multiple emails instead of just typing one out. Yes, this is a bother for me as well. So whenever you send multiple emails, it jumbled things up, right? First of all, depending on the email platform that you have, whether it's Yahoo, Google, Outlook, how your emails come in, like the threads, they're all different. They're all completely different. They're all not the same. So when you send everything in a solid email, we can quickly tab that, favorite that, and go back to it, and all the information is there. When it comes to the point where we have to go through multiple emails just to find something, that's a waste of time taken away from us being able to design whatever it is that you booked us for. The worst part about it is sometimes people reply in the same thread. Sometimes we have like 7 different emails, kid you not, of just different pieces of information. That can get lost. It can get lost. Therefore, you're risking the chance of your graphic not even coming out to be the way that it is, because I'ma lose it. I'ma lose it. I think I'm flipping through everything, but I missed one, so therefore I don't have all the photos you wanted to include in your motion graphic. Like, just keep everything simple. I do understand that when you're sending attachments, you can't send everything in a single email. So designers, ask your person to share a Google Drive, for example, to send everything in, and then they'll provide a link for you or share it with you. That's the easy way to get that going. It might be an additional email due to the invite, but it's very much so simplified instead of having everything broken down into multiple pieces. Another pet peeve is paying and ghosting. I literally just had this happen to me, and I don't understand why people pay to book for something, but then they kind of peace out. So how I tend to approach that is, when you book with me, you can book a week in advance. So you can book today for your booking to be actually like next Monday, but you need to have your details submitted to me by the day of your booking, which will be Monday. So this person, they booked for me on Sunday, but I didn't hear anything from them came Sunday. So I sent a follow-up email, which I don't always do. I don't have to do it, but I was in the mood to do it. Hey, I saw that you had a booking. I haven't received any of your details. Just a friendly reminder to shoot that over to me as soon as you can. I still received nothing for 2 days. So I sent a follow-up. Hey, just checking in because I still haven't received the information for your booking. You are now subject for a late fee for not having your information in on time. Please send me your details as soon as you can. Thanks. It is now the end of the week, and I messaged them, I think yesterday or day before, and I'm like, hey, this is your final warning. Just letting you know, if I don't have your details by Sunday, the time that you booked your appointment for, your design is canceled with no refund. It's in my policy that all payments are non-refundable. It's also in my policy that yes, you can cancel at any time and forfeit your graphic, but you're not getting your money back. I know that sounds harsh, but it's a waste of my time. So my advice to that, sorry, is to put it plainly, you can follow up how I did. It's up to you on your policy as far as if you're going to return money or not. Me personally, I have all payments are non-refundable. Whenever a situation arises and someone might have booked the wrong thing, or for some reason this person might come back a little later and they just want to transfer it to another service, depending on how long it takes for them to come back to me on that, depends on how flexible I am to allowing them to scoot it over towards something else. The other pet peeve that was submitted was when a client doesn't speak in complete sentences. This is funny to me. I don't think I've experienced this, but I understand the frustration. Just with talking with, like, your homegirls, homeboys, or not even homegirls or homeboys, just like just someone new. Say that you meet somebody at the bar and you texting them for the first time, and it's like jigsaw to figure out what it is that they're saying. If you are running a business, you need to be as clear, as precise as possible. Ask questions if need be, but you have to tweak yourself, evolve yourself, and put yourself in the business role when it comes to communicating to people. I'm not saying you have to code switch or anything like that. You can definitely be yourself, but please take yourself seriously. That way we can take you seriously. Also, so it doesn't prolong the process, because if we have to keep asking you what you're saying or trying to figure it out, that leaves room for confusion, and whatever you book might not come out the way that you want it. Just be really clear in your communication. And designers, if you don't understand what someone is saying or what they're asking for, don't be afraid to ask those questions as well to get to the root. Y'all are there to work together. The last pet peeve that is submitted, it says saying I don't like it instead of giving feedback. This kind of goes into the very first pet peeve that we brought up. I don't know why there's this thing where we just say I don't like it and then just let that be it. Why is it you don't like it? You're not hurting our feelings whatsoever. We want to give you something that you paid for, right? As long as it's within our skill level, and designers, be honest up front of where you are with their requests. But saying I don't like it and just letting that be that, we don't know what you're thinking. We can't read your mind, so therefore we don't know how to approach it moving forward. What I suggest is, clients, whenever you're booking with a graphic designer, try to be specific in your submission, number one. Also be specific in your revisions. Let them know what it is that you like or don't like. If you don't like it, why you don't like it. Give a suggestion of what you might want to change. 9 times out of 10, graphic designers give you almost exactly what it is that you asked for, and hopefully if they don't agree with something, they actually speak up and say that to you. Graphic designers, I encourage you to do that. But 9 times out of 10, we're doing something that you asked us to do and you don't like it. Well, it was your idea, girl. It was your idea, but I need you to be clear on why it is that you don't like it. That way we can go ahead and get to the result that you need. Okay, y'all, that is the end of that video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was insightful. Whatever pet peeves that graphic designers go through, I'm pretty sure you can kind of relate it no matter what industry or field that you're in. Hopefully my advice can, translate over to you as well. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.